Look, we got why the internet loves BruceDropEmOff again. And I'm gonna be honest. I'll be real. I did watch Bruce. Like, he posted on YouTube. I'm aware that he's back. And I'll be honest. Like, with that whole drama and whole thing, it was like, how would you put it? It split the community. Like, it split a lot of people. Like, it turned a lot of people off, because it's one thing, like, morally, you don't want to be influenced by someone who does this such thing. So it's like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But then it's like, he came back. He's getting so much love. But here's the issue and the problem I'm having. It's like, why are people upset that, people are coming back? Like, it looks like he's in a better state of mind, better place mentally than he was. Just from what I've seen, what I've watched, that's what it looks like. So if people want to judge, like, yo, he's changed, changed for the better, changed for whatever reason, like, I'm cool watching him. Like, I don't see no problem with that. It's no big deal. Now, if you're like one of those probably extreme people, and I know that's probably happened, like leaving like death threats or things like that, like, that's crazy. Like, that's a huge switch up. Like, how much can we say, like, stand on your word? Like, like people saying Bruce was always this, Bruce was always that. It's like, how much can you stand on it? Like, how much of your word was actually, like, authentic? Some people just did it because everyone else was doing it. Like, they ain't even think for themselves, really. I don't know. Let's see, though. I feel like I don't want to drag this out, bro. It's 15 minutes. Like, that's...
So Bruce has finally returned to streaming a few days ago, and as we all expect...
Oh, before I start, shout out A Bando. He's the one that made it, obviously. Shout him out, He's... his first video I'm seeing from him, so let's see.
He had a very successful first few streams back, but seeing him return has only made me realize how wrong he proved the entire internet, who once called him crazy for some of the things he was saying. You see, even though some of the things Bruce was saying months ago may have come off very negatively, it turns out that since his long departure from social media, a lot of things he once predicted or claimed have now come to light, which has made not only the internet, but a few people who he also had problems with switch up as well.
Sometimes you're right, just not right now, man.
Bro swears he's Kanye. Nah.
What happened with Bruce anyway, Chad? Did he just disappear? Chat, I feel like he might have been too real for the industry, low-key. Chat, now that I look back at it, chat, yes, chat, he might have been too real. People weren't ready to hear the truth.
But how exactly did these people switch up? Why did they switch up? How has Bruce's return been thus far? Well, that's probably what you're here to figure out. But first, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into why the internet loves BruceDropEmOff again. Okay, so to start, by now, most of you should know who BruceDropEmOff is. He was at one point and arguably still is one of the biggest streamers in the world. He originally built his career off of trolling within the 2K community, but as time progressed, he also progressed as a streamer as well. He was always improving his content and coming up with great ideas over the years, and he went from being the annoying kid trolling on 2K to becoming one of the most respected streamers in the industry. Throughout the years, he's always prioritized one thing in his career, and it wasn't money or clothes. Instead, he focused on building a strong core audience, which became known as his community, DEO. You see, over time, DEO became a very strong part of Bruce's success. His chat became more than just the average chat. They actually ended up becoming a strong part of his...
Yo, I'm not gonna lie though. Being honest, Bruce's chat, DEO, they're so funny. Like, the people commenting and saying things, like, yo, they're so funny, bro. Like, I'm gonna be so honest. Cause it reminds me of the time when he did, like, Confessions, and I saw a new one he dropped. Man, some of y'all just, I don't know if it's, I want to say dumb, funny, a mix of, being on a spectrum of some sort. Like, bro, I don't, like, I'm so lost for words for what some of the things people say or the experiences they quote unquote had. Like, yo, it's so absurd that people be living like that. It's funny though, I'll say that. Like, it's mad funny. Like, shout out DEO, bro. They so, like, it's so funny, bro. It's so dumb, bro.
Content. Whether it was him going through Reddit posts or simply doing text-to-speech confessions, it's without a doubt that DEO has for sure helped Bruce get to where he's at today. In fact, they seem to be the only people on the internet that Bruce could lean on throughout his entire departure away from social media. You see, at one point, Bruce was loved by many people within the streaming community, and he's often regarded as the bridge that brought two completely different sides of Twitch together. Like, before him, there weren't many streamers at all that you would see doing a collab with a streamer like Misgift, while also being able to do a collab with a streamer like Duke Dennis. In better terms, he...
Low-key, thinking about it, that is true. That is true. I'm not gonna lie, Bruce was probably one of the first people that was, like, cool with the Poggers community and the WNL community. Like, he was like that bridge. He walked so others can run, so Jason the Wing could run. Like, that's so wild to think about. Now, did he have a falling out? Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. He did low-key have a falling out with, was it? Oh, bro, they just said the name, but that group. It's a shame, but things happen. But, like, yo, that led to so much change looking now. Like, you got all these collabs happening that in the past would probably never happen. It would probably never happen. Like I said, Jason be collabing with anyone and everyone. Got Ludwig, Cutie, to Rage. I mean, they're part of FaZe, but like, it's so wild how things work out like that.
Was the person that helped bring together what was once known as the Poggers and the WNL community. And these two communities colliding would basically become the normal on today's Twitch.
Wait, so what do you do for a living?
I'm a referee. Nah, it's a men's basketball league. I'm from South Carolina, so like I'm a referee in a men's basketball league.
Yo, Misgift talking to Duke Dennis is like, this is one of the things I will never ever think would happen. Like, this is literally the weirdest conversation I have ever listened to in my life.
So with Bruce being such a popular and loved streamer, building a core audience and unifying an entire platform, how exactly did all of this love that he once had all over the internet turn into nothing but hate? Well, it really all began back in spring of 2023, around the time Bruce hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. On the night he was meant to celebrate accomplishing this milestone, he ended up in a Discord call with two of his closest friends at the time, Your Rage and Casanat. And these two would eventually end up inviting DDG to the call in hopes of squashing a very minor beef that Bruce and DDG had at the time. But this whole thing ended up going terribly and will only further the ongoing problems that the two of them had.
But I can respect to where you want to have a real life conversation.
Wait, pause,
I just hit 30K subs, DDG still at 700. Yo, chat, thank you for the 30K.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, listen. I have a question.
Beyond this streaming shit, I'ma see this shit, bro. See what he doing, bro. Like,
what was this beef about? Like, what caused it? I genuinely don't know. I don't remember hearing it when it first happened. It's like DDG and Bruce beef, Doodoo Garbage and Bruce beef, like, and then we got the infamous name 5 DDG songs. Tough, cooked him right there, bro. Cooked him. I'm not gonna lie. Cause even now, like, if DDG drops a good song, it's like, yo. If DDG drops a new song, they're like, oh, a good song. It's like, yo, now I can name 5 songs. Like, bro, cooked him right there. I'm not gonna lie.
Hold on. Bruce, I got a question for you. Bruce, I have a question for you. Come back to your chair. This nigga's so stupid.
After all of this took place, it started seeming like Bruce could not keep his name out of drama at all. And this would only further after he switched over to the Kick streaming platform. You see, when this whole platform war was going on, it seemed like the streamers who were on the different platforms...
I'm not gonna lie, did Kick fall off? I'd like to think so, but at the same time, I don't know if it was considered on, but I think it was still a good option or alternative to Twitch. But I don't know. I feel like I haven't heard much coming from Kick, except for like obviously the worst of the worst, which people tend to look at and be like, "Yo, Kick is so crazy. It's so wild. Like you got predators, just people causing mayhem. But I feel like now it's silenced a bit. I don't know if it's like stabilized. It's become just an alternative. Who knows? I genuinely don't know. I don't necessarily watch live streams. I don't. So, you know, who knows how that goes? Who knows how Kick is doing? I'm not too sure. But I remember it was a big thing because it's like, oh, they run no ads, no. Oh, you keep all the money. Like, I don't know. I don't know how they're doing now.
Started beefing as well, because this is where some of the tensions began arising with streamers like Bruce and Casanat. Shortly after switching over to Kick, everything would begin going downhill for Bruce after some damaging DMs would get leaked of him sneak dissing a bunch of popular streamers such as Aiden Ross, Asho Speed, even his closest friends Casanat and Rage. Those messages getting leaked really hurt everything that Bruce had going on. After this, he started receiving a lot of hate online. People began calling him things like a snake, and it really just started to pile up, which ultimately led to Bruce becoming less consistent and his viewership steadily dropping. Now, I personally don't believe that the viewership decrease had anything to do with him being in drama or the messages getting leaked, things like that. I think it had everything to do with him just streaming on Kick, because once he returned back to Twitch a little while later, his viewership will once again skyrocket. But unfortunately, even with his viewership going back up, the hatred that he was receiving on the internet practically stayed the same. At the time, every opinion Bruce had was basically looked at as hating, whether he was talking about streamers viewbotting. Everyone looked at this like he was just hating or he was jealous because he fell off and other people were doing good. It was just always looked at very negatively.
You know what that's kind of reminding me of, talking about people viewbotting, like XQC. Now can we say it's sure not of who's viewbotting and not? I don't know. I don't watch live streams. I can't say. I don't know. But it reminds me when XQC, was it like a week ago, 2 weeks ago? It was not too long ago. He was talking about, oh, so many content creators are viewbotting, naming specific people, looking at like their views, and after this viewbot extermination type thing happened. So I don't know. I necessarily don't know. I feel like it kind of gives the same type of feeling, like he got hate for that. Was it necessary? I don't know. I don't know, bro.
But now, months later, everyone on the internet is starting to realize that viewbotting within the streaming industry is actually a very real problem.
So stop viewbotting. Everybody in the streaming industry, stop viewbotting, bro. Like, I'm talking to y'all as streamers. Y'all know who I'm talking to too, bro. Stop trying to make yourselves seem bigger than what y'all is, bro. Just work for that shit, gang.
But you see, that wasn't the only thing that Bruce was getting hate for, because he had also ended up in a beef with the entire FaZe clan after people started coming into his chat spamming Lacey Live, which was originally just meant to be a troll, but he ended up completely crashing out and snapping on FaZe in general.
Nigga, you think I give a f if Lacey is live? Nigga, f that fat white ass nigga. You think I give a f? Nigga, fuck FaZe!
This ended up sparking a reply from the former FaZe CEO Banks, which led to the two of them getting into like a back and forth on social media that lasted for a few days.
What?
Yo, just know I'm smacking the shit.
What? Okay.
Oh. And fucking your bitch.
For real?
But I'm gonna take one. Watch. I'm gonna make an example out of you. We both know that I'm fucking your girl first thing tonight, tomorrow.
But you see, during that night that exchange took place, Bruce.
I still find it kind of weird, like corny in a sense, like saying, yeah, I'm gonna smash your girl. Like, okay. Like, I don't know. I never thought that was like some sort of flex or something like that. Like, that's just weird. A, it's like, why is your girl even doing something like that? Like, that would not be my girl no more. B, that shouldn't really give you a sense of superiority or something like that. Like, what? Oh no, man.
I mentioned that FaZe has something on the way involving crypto, but you guys know crypto and content creators has always been like a weird, sketchy thing.
Hey, bro, and just wait until y'all see that crypto shit that they up to, twin. They got something cooking, twin. That's why all these trying to. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna say too much. I'ma just laugh for right now, bro, cause y'all don't get it. So I'ma just laugh, bro. But just remember what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. All right, that's all I'ma do. is laugh.
And sure enough, months later, FaZe Banks, the person who he was having this exchange with, would go viral all over social media for being involved in an alleged crypto scam with some type of like pump and dump scheme that he tried to pin on Aiden Ross, and this all led to him stepping down as the FaZe CEO due to the hate he was receiving online. So while all of this was unfolding in the eyes of the internet, Bruce was completely offline. He wasn't streaming at all, he wasn't posting videos, there was no content being posted at all from BruceDropEmOff. The most that the internet would see is a random fit pic maybe once every 2 or 3 months. But even with him being on this extended hiatus, it will only help fans realize that maybe Bruce wasn't some crazy addict who was hating on everything. Instead, maybe, just maybe, he actually had a point all along. And when people came to this realization, that's when Bruce really started to win the internet back over. Even streamers like XQC would admit that he personally thought that Bruce was a bit too real for the streaming world.
What happened with Bruce anyway, Chad? Did he just disappear? Chad, I feel like he might have been too real for the industry, low-key. Chad, now that I look back at it, Chad, yeah, Chad, he might have been too real. People weren't ready to hear the truth.
So basically, in my eyes, this is really like a prime example of not knowing what you have until it's gone, and that it in this situation was gone for basically a year. There was always growing optimism that he was going to return at some point. In fact, the entire DEO got pump faked a few times. I think the pump fake that fooled everyone was the most recent message that he had put into his offline chat, where he claimed that he was going to see us within a week. And throughout that entire week, fans were up in his offline chat just waiting for him to spark a stream, and that stream never ended up happening. But he ended up making it all up to his community and the rest of the internet on September the 11th. He had put out a tweet from his burner around 1 PM saying that he was happy to let us know that a hashtag say was coming later today. And for those of you that don't know, every time before Bruce goes live, he always tweets out say from his main account. It's kind of tradition at this point. So when fans saw this, they ended up getting their hopes up, and this time he didn't disappoint. Bruce had finally went live for the first time in ages, and the energy was a lot different than it was around the time he left. He was being showered with love, peaking at over 50,000 viewers and gaining over 10,000 subs, all within his very first return stream. And during the stream, of course, he would try his best to keep the energy very positive, even telling fans how much he's grown as a person over his 9-month departure.
Your boy got saved, man. Your boy got saved, all right? This is probably one of the greatest moments in my life. Ain't even lie. Right? I was very, very, very proud of myself. Like,
yo, that number's going up crazy. Yo, I wasn't even peeping. I was looking at the number. I'm just seeing it go up, go up, go up. Like, yo, that man getting money, bro. Oh my, 9 bands in 1 day. Someone got to do the math, bro. But no, shout out to Bruce. Like, it genuinely, like, I saw the YouTube video you posted. It genuinely looked like he was in a better state of mind. Like, he had grown as a person. And I don't know. I can't say much about his character or nothing like that because I don't know him. That'd be parasocial to think I do know him. But it's just, from the looks of it, from what I've seen, it looks like he's in a better state of mind. I can't say no more than that. I can't say he is definitively a lot better. I don't know. I don't know him like that. I don't, and I'm not even gonna try and assume because that's dead parasocial, bro. Like, bro, no, no, like, yo, he don't know me, and I don't know him. Like, what? Like, bro, I don't know. Something about that parasocial thing is like crazy to me. Like, he don't know you, little bro. That's the type of feeling I get from it. Like, no, bro. Just enjoy the entertainment while it lasts, bro.
It's up. All right. Now, my testament is crazy, bro. I just wanted all, like, I just hated the fact that I had such a negative heart at one point in time, you know? When my favorite thing to do is to make people smile. That wasn't me, bro, at all. Like, at all.
That's still going up,
like,
bro.
It's just, bro, you realize a lot about yourself when you put yourself in solitude.
Now, with this return, as I said, everything was basically completely different. Like, even the people he was beefing with when he left started showing a lot of love, starting with DDG. Now, DDG was probably Bruce's biggest beef thus far in his career, which is why it was kind of weird seeing DDG show this love, because even over the course of the 9 months Bruce was gone, DDG was constantly kicking Bruce while he was down. I mean, I could literally probably make an entire video of the trolling DDG was doing, like, the entire time. Like, they even got into a minor back and forth while he was off the internet. I don't even know how that's possible. But at the end of the day, when he returned, DDG did end up showing him some love by gifting him some subscribers.
DDG, thank you for the 20 get the subs.
Which is a technique that he did tell his students about in Streamers University, and he also used this method with Soluminati.
Yeah, I seen DDG going, bro, listen, no bad blood towards DDG, none of that. I see, bro, one thing y'all gotta understand about this DDG. He's a master at content, bro.
And so far, it seems like this method has been working for DDG because it did squash the beef with him and So, and now it seems like it's working with Bruce as well. Because when he gifted those subs, Bruce didn't say anything negative about him. He hasn't trolled him yet. It's basically been all positive, which led to DDG going live the next day to officially squash the beef with Bruce on his end.
Nah, y'all, if y'all think y'all think I'm still holding a grudge about some shit from a year ago, but y'all gotta understand, like, and I'm sure he can say the same thing. Bro, this got real lives, real motion going on. Like, it ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. And one thing I will say about him though, that I respect, when me and him was doing our little going back and forth online, he ain't never brought up no family. He ain't never brought up the girl I was with at the time. He ain't never brought up, you know what I'm saying? He ain't never brought up nothing that was like over the line, and I ain't either. You feel me? So it really, it's never been that deep whatsoever. It was roasting me about fucking sub counts. Like, who gives a fuck? At the end of the day.
Now, to my knowledge, Bruce hasn't replied to anything DDG said during that stream at all. Obviously, he thanked him for the gifted subs, but other than that, he hasn't really said much about DDG. But the love for Bruce wouldn't stop at DDG, because even Lacey, a person who literally caused the entire beef with FaZe, even he would end up giving Bruce his...
Yo, one thing I just got reminded of is like Rage and Dante and who else was it? Marty? Like, bro, Dante stayed trolling Rage with that Bruce thing. Like, I remember seeing a clip of him donate to Bruce as soon as he went live. He's like, I'm gonna wait till Bruce gets live and I'm gonna donate. And like, bro was just trolling him on the fact like the falling out or DYK and all that, bro. Dante's so dumb, bro. It's so funny though. Like, it's funny. He just knows how to troll. He knows how to troll, bro. He knows how to just do dumb things like poke the bear. Cause bro, when I was watching that, and it was constant, bro. It was constant. He was not letting go. He's not taking his foot off the gas for 1 second. Like let him breathe, bro. Let Rage breathe. But I do wonder, how does Rage feel about that whole situation? Like, obviously, I feel as if there definitely is still love for Bruce there. Who knows? I'm pretty sure he said something. Who knows? I'm not gonna make no assumptions or put words in his mouth. Pause. Put stuff in his mouth. Like, no. Who knows, bro? Is the world healing? Hopefully. I'm gonna be honest. I am sick and tired of all this constant drama and just things going wild. And I will say though, I don't think the world is healing completely. Like, bro, it's so difficult, bro. It's so difficult because a part of me sees all these negative things, like Charlie Kirk passing away. Like, that is so filled with like mixed emotions, because it's like no one should have to die over what people are saying, but the things he was saying was still wild regardless. Like, his beliefs and the things he was spreading was wild. So I'm very mixed on that. Like, I don't think she should have to take someone's life. But at the same time, it's like, yo, what he was spitting, I want to say spitting, but what he was saying was like crazy. Like, there's so much negativity just being tossed around, but then you get sweet moments like that. like Bruce and Dante and Ray. And it's crazy that I even connected the two. I'm not gonna lie, that's wild, but like that them just kind of being like her, just mentioning each other, just kind of reconciliation happening. Like, I don't know how I stretched that, but I did, bro. I don't know.
Flowers in the recent stream as well.
Oh, Bruce! Yo, we're 13 minutes in. Oh my, I thought I was like, hey, because I felt like I was yapping. Shout out Bruce, though. Shout out Lacey. Like, shout out just people not holding grudges, bro, because it really ain't that deep. A lot of times it is not deep unless you off someone's family or something like that, like got rid of them, or something like that. Like, it ain't deep. Like, what is the things that you could genuinely just hate someone for, bro? Offing someone's family or their pet or something like that? Understandable. Could we say smashing someone's girl? I don't know, bro. Cause on one side it's like, why is she trifling? Like, why is she not loyal? I don't know. She just like, bro, I don't know. That one's kind of like 50-50. That's on you personally. Cause I want to hit a man over him smashing my girl. Like, bro, if she was really loyal, she wouldn't even consider it. But what's something else? Honestly, bro. What else, bro? Someone hitting your car? Nah. Doxing you? Could you hate someone if they dox you? Low key? Yeah. Bro, I genuinely don't know what else could you like hold a grudge over someone for. Because a lot of times I don't think it really matters. Like, sure, you can just be like, all right, whatever, let him do his own thing. Like, you just don't care. But like to constantly have someone like hate someone for something, that's wild. That's wild.
Is one of the only people who could sit at a desk for 10 hours and keep an entire chat engaged without having to go IRL. That's not suck. That's literally just speaking facts.
Now, I'm going to be honest, I do love the positivity and everything that's going on. I love that the internet is back siding with Bruce. But I must say, I do think it's a little fake that all of these streamers are showing love. It's not even about like holding grudges or anything like that. It's more so from a standpoint of like, I don't think these streamers would be showing as much love if Bruce came back averaging like 2 to 3K viewers. Like, they might have been saying he fell off or something like that. Because when I say like he was getting kicked while he was down the whole 9 months, he was literally getting kicked while he was down. So to wrap it up, thus far, the return of Bruce has been going great. He's definitely flipped the switch for his entire career. So far in just 2 streams, he's averaged 30,000 viewers, peaking at over 70,000 viewers with that as well. Nice. And not to mention, he's also gained nearly 20,000 subscribers. These are literally numbers that Bruce was pulling like in the early prime of his career. And not to mention, he's doing all of this while the Mafia-thon is going on and while Speed is doing a whole marathon tour.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. The Mafia-thon, I feel like it's not as good as the second one. I feel like a lot of it, and I'll be honest, I only see clips, so I can't really speak. But from what I've seen, it's kind of just like there's a lot less going on, or a lot less to tune into. Because I remember the Mafia segments where they just play Mafia, like that was fire. That was fire. Like, they didn't have some huge production. It was just people just having fun, bro. Like, that was low-key fire. What were some, like, I don't know, bro. Because, I don't know. I feel like I haven't really seen much off of the new one. I do remember they had, like, a little fashion segment or something. That was fire. That was fire. A lot of clips I'd be seeing is just the drummer and Miles just doing dumb things. Or the Ray J clip, bro. Ray J's, I don't even know where to start with that. The shower clip, like man knew what he was doing, bro. And then the sleepover, like, come on, gang. Nah, you're setting yourself up for failure. But aside from that, I think that's the end of it. It was a good video. I'm not gonna lie, very good video. Shout out A Bando. Overall, you know, it's glad to see that, you know, not so much of a grudge is being held. the thing is though, about that kicking him while he was down. I remember when he was still streaming, but he was getting like no views. Like it was low. Like I wouldn't say no views, but it was low. It was like, where are those people now? Like those people that was literally kicking him while he was down. Like the viewers. I feel like the viewers probably made it worse. Who knows? Who knows? Aside from that, amazing video. See ya.